And Jay, we're hearing a lot of stories tonight. This is a Wednesday's Child success story with an incredible twist. Charles Tilley was one of the first children featured on Wednesday's Child 44 years ago. Our Norman Seawright shows us how he found a forever family and reunited with the sister he lost.
Not you.
Oh, wow, the train station.
We showed Charles Tilley the 1981 Wednesday's Child segment featuring him at 8 years old.
That gave me chills right there. That was...
What do you like to be when you grow up?
Astronaut.
An astronaut. Where do you want to go?
Outer space.
Oh, wow. I'm sitting there and I'm talking. As a kid, I seemed like I was pretty intelligent little guy.
He remembers it like it was yesterday.
When you grow up in foster care, you don't feel normal. You're not treated normal. When people find out, like other kids, they find out, you know, you're in foster care or something, they don't treat you the same. Like it's, and she didn't treat me with sadness. She treated me with understanding and compassion.
He says not long after this segment aired on WLKY, his life changed when he was adopted into a two-parent household.
I feel like I was able to kind of grow up with some structure and detailed and spiritual and just really kind of mold myself into where I am now.
Tilley graduated from Wagner High School, and now a father of three himself, he works as a personal trainer. But he felt something was missing.
I used to always say, I guess I'm never going to be able to share with my kids like that, my side of the family. Like I'm just never going to be able to do that. And I kind of given up.
But that also changed 3 years ago when he posted results of a 23andMe test on Facebook, and a mutual friend helped him find his biological sister.
When he reached out, I was very happy. It was great. And I knew it was him immediately when I saw the pictures.
His sister, Erica Coleman, who still remembers their childhood.
I remember us getting separated, and I was the one pretty much taking care of them when things were going bad. And so us getting separated, I blamed myself for a long time. And so I was afraid to reach out because I thought they would blame me. Okay.
The two were much closer than they'd realized all their lives.
We had grown up around each other our whole lives. Like when I lived in the West End, she lived in the West End, like not far away. When I lived in Newburgh, she lived in Newburgh, not far away. Our later lives, like right before I found her, she lived 5 minutes from me and had lived 5 minutes from me for 11 years.
Erica was also featured on Wednesday's Child, although that video is lost.
We're so much alike that it's like looking at each other. When I'm with him, it's like looking at me. And we act alike. And it's amazing to have that much in common and to not have grown up together.
She likes to sing and I like to sing, and she likes to dance and I can dance, and she's funny and I'm funny, and she, you know what I mean? It's just like it's like I don't know you, but I do know you. It's like we are siblings, like we are blood.
But now that these siblings have reconnected, their families have grown.
It was great to find her and then my nieces and nephews and, you know, her kids and finally have a family.
I got my baby brother back, you know, and we can't wait to reunite with my even younger one, who I haven't seen since he was a baby.
Charles may be the perfect addition to your...
All right, we have a real treat for you guys tonight. Charles, Erica, Liz, come on over. They're joining us now live to share a little bit more about their experience. What a success story for you guys. I just want to talk a little bit more, Charles, about finding your sister. Hugs all around. Tell me what that moment was like for you.
It was surreal. It was something that I thought I would not do ever, because I had went down every rabbit hole possible trying to find them. And I did 23andMe, and then I posted those results to Facebook, and then it just went off from there. And someone reached out and said, hey, I bet I can help you find your family. She had the same last name of a family that I knew was related to families. So it was, yeah, I was shocked.
Well, Erica, what does Wednesday's Child mean for you?
I remember we went ice skating, and neither one of us could skate. So we were holding each other up. But the main thing I remember was her kindness and her genuineness. And she made you feel normal and not like a foster child.
Well, we are so excited for you guys to continue to get to know each other. Liz, you've seen many success stories with Wednesday's Child. What's this one mean for you?
This is just, I've been so excited about tonight, is getting to see you guys and give you hugs. And, because it's one of the things that we talk about, when we are on this show or whatever, we're in the ice skating or on the caboose, we don't really see the real reason that you're there, and you went through some really tough times. The reason these kids are available for adoption is because where they lived wasn't working, and for a lot of different reasons. And so it's the reason WLKY has been committed to this program for so many years is because you do want to make a change. You want to give children a chance. And with the power of television, thousands of kids have been able to find foster families or adoptive families as a result of Wednesday's Child. And so saying all that, there really are no real words to express how I feel. I just have been ecstatic. It's been like, what a great Christmas gift.
Absolutely.
It's been like Christmas morning every day thinking about getting to see you guys.
Before we let you go, I want to know what's next for you guys.
I'm just supporting him with his business. I've always had the same mindset, and it's so funny. The name of his business is My Mindset. So I'm just here to help him do whatever he's trying to do.
Anything, Charles, that you learned about your sister that surprised you?
We actually grew up around each other once we started comparing where we lived, like 5 minutes away from each other, our whole lives. So everywhere I lived, when I lived in the West End, she lived not too far away. When I lived in Newburgh, she lived not too far away. I moved out on Preston. She wasn't too far away for like 11 years, but I did find out, like, we have the same smile. We like our smile.
You do. You look alike.
And we're alike in a lot of different ways. And I just, it's special when you don't grow up with her, but then you realize, wow, you guys have like a whole lot in common. You think the same, so that's pretty special.
We are so excited and happy for you guys, and I can't wait to hear what the next chapter brings. All right, thanks for joining us tonight.